Good morning and welcome to the podcast. My guest is Forrest Trisler. He is the superintendent of the Wynford local school districts. Welcome back, Forrest.
Hey, thanks, Dave. Good morning, and I appreciate you having me in.
Hey, I'm glad to have you back in, and I'm always glad to have our superintendents on. I think you know that my passion is for this and being very involved in education for many years. Actually, my degree originally was in the field of education. But I do appreciate having you on. I know now, by the time this airs, believe it or not, we are slowly approaching the middle of the school year, so we should probably be talking about the second semester and I thought we'd do kind of maybe a second semester preview today. What do you think?
Perfect. That sounds great, Dave.
Thank you.
We've got a lot of neat things going on when we come back and start the second semester. One of the first things up is our National Honor Society blood drive, and that's on January 12th, and it's during school hours. So you just come up to the community center and buzz in the board office doors. But our National Honor Society does a great job with that community event and helping the Red Cross and doing the blood drive. And then one of my favorite events of the year is when our sophomores go out to Pioneer to the Career Center, and they'll take the whole class out on January 24th. And it's great because the kids can see the in-demand career pathways that are in our region. Yes. And our sophomores get a chance to go on a tour, see what life's like at Pioneer, see the labs, see the different exciting career options that are available to them for their future there at Pioneer if they choose to go to the Career Center.
Yeah, there is life in Crawford County if you choose not to leave here.
Absolutely.
I mean, careers, and this is, I think your point's well taken with that. That's what's a nice thing about that tour. I think sometimes people don't always grasp and say, hey, well, I didn't realize this is even here.
Yep.
So
a lot of great jobs here in Crawford County, and with our focus on Diploma Plus acceptance, we
Sure.
want to try to expose our kids to the in-demand career pathways, the early college, the world of work, employment, everything that's out there, and the skilled trades. They need manpower and employees like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah, they're very much so. Again, the ultimate goal is for people to be successful and to be productive members of the society. And I always say good tax-paying citizens.
Yep, you got it.
Because we need them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Another exciting event for us at the start of February, we got elementary mini cheer for basketball season going on. And elementary mini cheer, the dates for the practices are the February 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then they perform at the February 9th boys basketball game. And that's just,
a big thrill.
It is. It's a huge thrill for the kids. It's something that parents can get a little breather, and it's a wintertime activity that the young ladies can get involved in. And mini cheer is always a great night. Parent-teacher conferences, I'll remind everybody, are on February 8th and the 15th. And ACT Day for the juniors at the end of February, on February 27th. The state mandates that all of our juniors take either the ACT college entrance exam or the SAT. Wynford, we choose the ACT. And on that day, our juniors will take the ACT at Wynford High School. Our 9th graders, 10th graders, and 12th graders will be working at home remotely on remote assignments. And that just allows us to make sure that we can accommodate any of the accommodations that kids have for needs on the testing, and it provides us that quiet testing environment so that the kids can do their absolute best.
So they're requiring ACT or SAT. That's kind of left up to the district. Which one do they want to
choose?
Okay, now
the state funds it. It's great for parents. It's great for kids, because if a junior hasn't previously taken the ACT, they get a free shot at it, paid for by the state. And all the research out there shows that from the first time to the second time you take the ACT, your score will go up anywhere from 2 to 3 points on that test. So to me, ACT is one of the greatest decisions that the state made, making all of our kids take the ACT.
Well, that's very interesting, because it didn't used to be that way, but again, I'm way in the old era.
Finally, I think I'll hit on 2 last things with our kind of second semester preview. Really excited, the drama department, they're going to be putting on a spring musical, and the spring musical this year is Mamma Mia. And that one is always a hit. Every school I've seen do Mamma Mia, it generally is one of the kids' favorite musicals that they've done during high school. And that's on March 15th, 16th, and 17th. And then that really gets us into the second semester.
Well, you know, we talk here a lot about this, and by the way, when you say Mamma Mia, it brings me back to my mother's side of the family, which is all Italiano, so,
Yeah.
you know, that brings a lot of memories for me. Very good memories.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I was going to say, we've talked here a lot about secondary, and we talked about ACT and that. But you know, there are things that go on in the elementary and the middle school, aren't there?
Sure, and today I was really excited. I've got a couple of things to share about our middle school. Want to take a moment and salute Mrs. Schaefer, our middle school science teacher. She took the Education is Training the Mind to Think approach to the Ohio Middle Level Association for a teacher conference at Kalahari in November. And Mrs. Schaefer taught a breakout session to teachers from all across Ohio. So we're really excited that Mrs. Schaefer was involved in something on a statewide level, and great work sharing the awesome things that you do for kids to all the middle school teachers.
It's quite an honor.
It is.
Even, I'm sure you have to be asked to do that. So.
Yeah, and so, you know, just really excited. Mrs. Schaefer does a great job, and wanted to celebrate her. Also on the middle school front, this is really cool, and I want to say a thank you to Mount Zion Church. Mount Zion Church is supporting our 8th grade Washington, D.C. trip. They've pledged over $600 towards T-shirts for the students, and in addition, they're assisting some students financially with D.C. payments, totaling over $700. And so, you know, Wynford Middle School and the students, they're grateful for the support. It's really awesome here in Crawford County, the partnerships that happen, you know, from what I've seen over the past 2 years, and people willing to help out and go the extra mile for kids so that they have a great experience.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, elementary wise, the Christmas caroling for the 2nd grade staff is going on, and the 2nd graders will go on buses and deliver cookies and sing 3 carols with Mrs. Spradlin and the 2nd grade staff. That's kind of going on right now, but that's always something that the elementary enjoys. And we also did the elementary Christmas tree lighting here right before Christmas, going into the 2nd semester. But the kids just love doing that. A couple things in terms of clubs. You know, at the elementary level, our students have really enjoyed 3 months of clubs at the extracurricular time, which is the first Friday of the month. And we've had some different subjects, from student leadership team to Big Brother, Little Brother, Pearl or Bead Art Club, Clay Club, Explore the Shore, and more. And the staff members have done a great job leading the clubs with 3rd through 5th graders who pick a topic of interest at the beginning of the year. And finally, for the elementary school, their theme for the year is sports, and that's the school-wide theme. And the PE classes had the Park District visit Miss Lisa from the Park District, and she demonstrated archery and had the students participate right before Christmas break. So they also had a great time bowling and set goals for a mile run.
You know, I think of archery. I took that in college. That's very tough. You think wouldn't be that tough, but it's, you know, I guess ask deer hunters, because you have to know how to know that there's just a lot more to that. It's not just pulling back and let it fly. And
it's always great, again, partnership-wise, when the Park District folks come out. They'll do things in the Royal Woods with kids, and just the exposure to different activities and lifelong activities, not even sports-related, that kids can learn about. You know, when the Park District comes.
Well, these are great things that's going on in the district. Like you said, we talked about our elementary, middle school, we talked about the high school. But like any other employer, there are times vacancies come up. And I understand you may have a few vacancies up there, or something you'd like to talk about along that line.
Sure we do. And Dave, this is that time of year when you hit Christmas break and you're starting that 2nd semester. Not only are you in 1 foot in one calendar year and 1 foot in another calendar year for 23 and 24, you're also 1 foot in the 23-24 school year, and you're 1 foot in the 24-25 school year. And so, especially with the teacher shortage, we've been posting our jobs early. It's the first time in my career I've posted vacancies in November for December, trying to attract early grads in December, kids that are graduating at the semester break. And we'll repost jobs again if we don't fill them in February early, and try to get a jump start. But specific positions we're looking for in Wynford, and this is true across the state, we're looking for a school psychologist, and we're also looking for 2 intervention specialists, one for the high school, middle school, and one for the elementary. So if you know any intervention specialists that are graduating from college and they want to come back to Crawford County, have them definitely take a look at our job postings on the website and reach out to me if they have interest and are licensed.
Well, Forrest, I feel like we did steeple chasing today. We're
Yep.
kind of running and getting over the steeples, and I think we pretty much covered what we wanted to talk about, didn't we?
We absolutely did, Dave. I appreciate you having me back.
You're more than welcome.
So
Got you all scheduled in for next year already, and I appreciate you as one of our superintendents. Like I said, I have 9 superintendents that come on here from various districts throughout the area. So we've done this back even when I had a former program called Spotlight. That's how a lot of this was back from that era.
Cool.
So we always have had educators on, well, at that time it was with me doing them all. But anyhow, it's a great thing. Appreciate having you here and sharing. And I want to thank Forrest Trisler, the superintendent of the Wynford Local School District. And I got to thinking, I was thinking, my mother, she's passed, but she went to Holmes Liberty. She graduated Holmes Liberty, so that's back from many, many, many years ago.
No doubt.
Yeah. So thank you again for your time, and because I know your time is valuable, and there's a lot of things going on, especially this busy time of year.
Thanks for having me again, Dave. Have a great holiday.
Okay, same to you.
Yep.